Let it be known that the provincial government is serious about fighting illegal drugs and is doing and will continue to do what it has to take to eliminate this threat to the Boholano community. I have recently signed an executive order for the information of all. This executive order creates the Task Force DAGON, and this is an example of convergence.
The creation of Joint Task Force DAGON was created through Executive Order No. 1, Series of 2016 as amended by Executive Order No. 2.
Any motion for approval of the minutes?
The task force serves as an effective community-based crime prevention and monitoring and coordinating mechanism in eliminating all forms of criminalities and illegal activities in Bohol through a strong collaboration and coordination among national, local government interagency members and private sector groups in the conduct of joint security.
Joint Task Force DAGON is chaired by Governor Edgar Chato as chairman of the PPOC, with the advisory group or the Special Action Committee, together with the two bishops of the Diocese of Talibon and Diocese of Tagbilaran, and support teams from the PNP, Provincial Intelligence Branch, Philippine Army for operations, the ADCOM, Media for public information, legal support, Governor's Office for Finance and Logistics, and DILG as Secretariat.
In carrying out the mandate of the Joint Task Force, different task groups are also organized to cover the scope of operations coming from the different national law enforcement agencies, local government agencies, and stakeholders.
Every task group also gives report during PPOC meeting. Task Group Luwas Kinabuhi for disaster response, Task Group Turista for tourism security, Task Group Palusot for anti-smuggling, Task Group Kinaiyangan for environmental protection, Task Group Banat for anti-illegal drugs operations, Task Group Galinaw for internal security, Task Group Kadalanan for traffic management and concerns, Task Group Kadagatan for maritime security, and Task Group Contra Crimen for anti-criminality and operations.
Task Force DAGON is a very important component of the provincial government of Bohol's Peace and Order Council. Task Force DAGON is a strategy by which interagency coordination, public, private, and different groups combined can work together in order to contribute individual shares of their respective agencies and units to the collective responsibility of peacekeeping in the entire province.
The creation of Task Force DAGON has been very effective considering that it addresses peace and order situation, which is actually the primordial function of the PNP.
JTF DAGON is a very important tool kasi it operationalizes the policies and it not only implements but also regulates these policies. Kasi kung meron tayong maraming policy na wala namang nag-implement agency or only one agency is implementing such policy, it is not as effective as the cooperation of all the other agencies.
Sa parte ng Armed Forces of the Philippines ay sumusuporta kami sa lahat ng mga task groups na ito, lalong-lalo na doon sa Task Group Kalinaw. Ito ay in charge doon sa internal security ng province, ang pinamumunuan ng DILG.
Dito rin natin makikita na sa province of Bohol, the DILG, which is supposed to be what is happening all over the country, is taking the lead against the counterinsurgency.
Kasama natin dito ang PNP at ang Armed Forces at iba pang mga law enforcement agencies dito sa ating probinsya.
This is a good sign for any local government unit because it helps us the law enforcement agencies to implement or do our job a lot easier.
Ito ang tunay na bayanihan ng lahat ng mga agencies natin dito upang mapaganda natin at mapaunlad at mapanatili ang katahimikan ng ating probinsya.
Task Force Dagon is committed to preserving peace and order in the province of Bohol, as well as sustaining its development efforts, initiatives, and thrusts.
For the province, creating such a joint task force, personally, I congratulate the governor and the whole local government or the provincial government of Bohol for coming up with this idea and for taking a serious look towards helping the law enforcement agencies in fighting any criminality or any illegal activity that is happening in the province.
Task Force Dagon, an innovation, a model by itself, thinking outside the box in addressing the various issues of peace and order, internal security, and sustainable development.